Hello to all my friends out there. So this is very funny to me. I have been binge watching cleaning videos while I'm cleaning. Okay, these are three items. This kind of stuff causes big trouble. Okay, what I do is I sell jewelry and I have a collectibles habit. I've had it for years. Okay, last night you guys saw these Dr. Pepper sunglasses. And this is a Soft Tech watch. I bought this at the swap meet. And these are some beads. These are actually pretty nice. See, they're hand strung. They're old though, so the string is a little bit beat up, but that's okay. They're still pretty. And so I was binge watching these cleaning videos, and I said to myself, I have some stuff to say on cleaning because I used to clean for a living. In the last house, or the last apartment I lived in, I was not worried because I do cleaning for a living. I would have cleaned the place a lot cleaner, but they told me they wanted the apartment back. Just to mention, after 16 years, I did get my deposit back. There must have been a reason, right? Because they're snakes. Okay, now. Okay, when I used to do cleaning, what we would do, most of the time, like when you go in, I was working for Merry Maids. And, you know, they have the way they want the cleaning done. And so you would start at the top of the ceiling, and what you would do is you would vacuum the seams. But when I say, if I was going to clean my entire house, what I do is I start at the top. So when what I have by here is a freeway, so sometimes soot will get on my popcorn ceiling. So what I found I can do is just take a clean broom. You know, you can put a towel over it and just lightly go over that dust, and it will pick up the dust. You could use a feather duster, but I found sweeping it off works best if you're super careful. And then go down your walls, and either, like I've been in places very bad, and I would just sweep the walls to start, and then take a towel over a mop or a broom and go over the walls, and then vacuum the seams. Okay, once you get the walls done in the room, then you go down and you do the windows. And then, you know, you would clean the actual room itself. Most people who pay for cleaning don't pay for picking up clutter. So then, so you've got your ceiling, you've got your walls, you've got your windows, and then you just dust the furniture. And what I found is that you know, if you take a cloth and you shake it over a garbage can, pretty much, and then go over it with I don't suggest spraying stuff on other people's furniture. If you really need to, you know, you could spray a little on the cloth itself, because if you damage it, you know, then you're responsible for that. So by that time, your room is pretty much clean, and then it comes to the floor. Okay, and so then, you know, you have to vacuum. So what they did is they gave us these little lightweight vacuums. No, what you want is you want a heavy-duty vacuum. That is going to save you all kinds of back-breaking work. A lot of times, by the time I would get to the carpet in these houses, the hoses would be all clogged up. The vacuums would be all clogged up. And we do a lot of crazy stuff like stick hangers down there. Oh. Because, you know, when the people work all the time, things get out of control. I mean, I have seen terrible, out of control places. And I've cleaned them up for a small fee. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, so I was watching these videos, and they were very interesting. And so One concept is you get everything together, like you get all your clothes together and then you go over those, you get all your books together and then you go over those, you get all, you do the kitchen and you do those. Okay, yeah, that will work. And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. One of my problems is mail. I'm a freak about not throwing my mail in the garbage unless I shred it. Here we can pay, in town to get it burned, but what I do is I shred it myself. I have a shredder. So, if you get all your mail in garbage bags, I had books out of control. I was going to sell books on eBay and it was not successful. So I got rid of the books. Clothes. Oh, I have clothes. Now, I am not throwing my zillions of clothes into a pile and going over them one by one. I would suggest, small. I think what's better is small, like increments of clothes at a time so that you don't go wild because you're tired and start throwing stuff out. What I do is I throw the undesirable clothes in a bag and I sell them at the swap meet. I have camp gear. I have food storage. That's bad too. So, I've been working on the food storage for several days. Okay, there's two ways to approach big messes. One, you can clean the hard stuff first, but in most people, most of the house is the easy areas. So you can clean the easy areas a few at a time, and then you can, this is what I prefer. I think it's more effective, and I think it gets the house cleaner, and then you're apt to do less stupid stuff like just starting trashing stuff and then having to go buy more stuff, or trashing stuff that you could have sold at a yard sale or you could have given away. So I think the approaching the fairly, like today I'm going to clean my bathroom. Okay, that's easy because it's small. And then, I have several areas that are not extremely messed up. My swap meet stuff, my eBay stuff is a lot. So it would be extremely stupid just to start throwing stuff away. Okay, now, so if you have there was actually these videos and they were super entertaining. Now, I wasn't doing any cleaning. I was laying around on the couch drinking iced tea watching the ladies clean. It's like those, it's called, okay, now what is this called? All right, what I did is I went on a Korean channel, Mukbang. I was watching mukbang videos, binge watching them, and this was very illogical. What is going on here? You're pronouncing the K twice? Like M-U. Oh, some of them aren't putting the K in. Because M-U should be like moo, nu, not mook. Okay, so some of them don't spell it with the K, I'm thinking. But Jessica told me, and thank you very much, mukbang. I had it super crazy. Okay, so I was watching mukbang. I was laying around, and I was watching marathon cleaning women cleaning their houses for like a cleaning binge, 2 hours. I wasn't cleaning anything. I was laying on the couch. But as I was watching them, I could see some things. Okay, cleaning your house with a Swiffer. Small, lightweight vacuums. If you can afford good vacuums, it's going to save you so much work. It's going to get your house so much cleaner. And another thing, I have like a cheap vacuum now, and it sucks the dirt up. And as soon as I see dirt in the thing that the canister, I dump it. So my canister is always clean. Okay, so those lightweight. Also, another thing, I mentioned, when I was cleaning my car, I rarely use cleaning products. Also, luxury items like luxury purses. You don't want to douse your luxury purse. I mean, these purses are expensive. With leather cleaner, it's best to knock them off you know, with a clean microfiber cloth, or brush them. And then you just do that for a couple days, you know, every time you think about it. And within time, your purse is looking very, very good. So I have a marble top coffee table. I don't put chemicals on that. I dust my furniture. I don't really even vacuum my furniture much. I just knock it off, knock the dirt off. Well, there's no dirt. Main thing is don't eat, you know, don't eat in your car, and don't eat on your furniture. Sometimes I do, and you know, it's always stupid. Okay, so now what I was going to say before I got sidetracked is, if you have like hellacious messes, boiling water is your best friend. Okay, you know my stove? If I wipe it down, it's like the leather. If you wipe it with the microfiber cloth, if you wipe your stove down with boiling water a few days until you get it clean, and if you have grimy messes, boiling water, you know, on your floors, you know, same thing. You're going to save yourself a lot of elbow grease, and you're going to save yourself a lot of exposure to dangerous chemicals. And then after you've pretty much cleaned the area with the boiling water, say if it's grimy, then go in and use a few cleaning chemicals, very few. That way you're not exposed. Another thing I wanted to mention is keep all your chemicals in cabinets, better yet in the garage. I try not even to really leave dishwasher detergent out. I keep everything in the cupboard, and what happens is after you've been in like these chemical-free areas, if you get around chemicals, the reason I did it is I worked around chemicals. I think the worst thing were those straightening chemicals. And they were super poisonous and would cause brain damage. And I would be around doctors will not let themselves be around those nail chemicals. And so, you know, I was hypersensitive to chemicals, and like everyone would be sick, and I would say it was obvious to me, you're chemical sick, because we're around a lot of chemicals. Slinging your hair color around, you know, you don't need to put so much on that you're sickening yourself. Just put enough on to do the job and then move out of the area. So you want to watch the chemicals in your house, you know. Comet, Windex is a chemical. You know, any spray bleach, you know, anything, keep them in the cabinets. So then, you know, you have these messes that cannot be conquered. Like I would never, like I have tons of stuff. I would never pull that stuff out into a big pile, never. It's best just to go through it a little bit at a time, the big mess. Yeah, you can clean the whole place within time. Let me show you something. Okay, here is my cabinets. We want our apartment back. Really? Okay. Well, it's not a problem. These are going in the trash. Okay, so what I do is I live in such a way that if normally, okay, now the last place was hard because that was 16 years. But I live in such a way that if they do something squirrely to me, I will be out of here in a damned hour. Because I will never trust people that I rent from again. Okay, now, let's see. So in kitchens, your problem, you would like identify the problem area, right? It'd be the oven, the microwave. You should wipe your dishwasher out now and then, and the refrigerator, okay? So and your cupboards. So the main thing you would want to do is you want to start at the top, that would be the cupboards, and you want to take everything out, and you want to, the first thing I would do is trash everything you don't want. I mean, if it's like old expired food. That was one thing. I was going through the food storage, finding the stuff that was really, really shot. I had half-eaten packages and throwing it in the trash. So one good step would be throw everything in the trash before you even start cleaning. Then clean the room, like one room at a time, one area at a time, one appliance at a time. It's going to be a lot easier on you, and you won't run the risk of wildly throwing stuff out. And then first thing is get rid of all the trash, then clean the room, and then deep clean the room one area at a time. I think that's for, I'm not paid to clean my house, so I don't really have to kill myself in any one day. So, and then, clean the easy areas a little bit at a time. And most of your house is fairly clean. You just have the problem areas, or the problem items. So, and then just a note on cleaning. One of your best ways to clean cheap, and also so that you don't get a lot of chemicals, is what I do is I put water in the bottom of the tub, and then I put a lot of Comet, and I scrub I put the Comet around, and I let the Comet set there for a while. Then I just go in, and once again I'm using the hottest water. Well, how do you do that? Well, you got to be careful. You got to wear gloves. And then I can just rinse my toilet, rinse my tub, rinse my sinks, with the Comet. And then on other things I want to clean, after I've used the boiling water method, I go in, and if I want to disinfect it, I use 1 part bleach, 9 parts water, and then I throw it down the toilet so as not to give myself any more chemical exposure than I absolutely have to. And so if your floors are fairly clean with the boiling water, then you can just wring your mop out with the bleach, and then a squirt or two of dish soap, or another thing is laundry detergent. A tiny bit of laundry detergent and some bleach, you're going to be able to scrub down. And if you have to scrub walls, God forbid, what you would do is, usually the walls are really awful, like where people's hands and stuff would be. You would sweep your wall first, you would clean your problem areas, and then you just wipe the wall down. Why kill yourself? That's stupid. Uh-oh, here's my son. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.